The World Snack Tour continues, and this time we're going to Japan. That's right, today we're in Japan. Thanks to a friend of mine, Leslie, thanks Leslie, who quite some time back took a trip to Japan and brought me back a number of snacks, which, because it was starting to creep into the warmer months, I stuck in the back of Snack Hold and not forgot. I knew they were there, but they were sort of pushed back behind other things, just waiting for it to get cooler outside, away from the boiling hot sun of the desert. And that time is now. So today we're going to be doing 4 different flavors of Kit Kat that are inspired by different areas of Japan, at least based on what I can gather off the boxes. And we'll just take them in order here and see what we see. First up, we've got strawberry cheesecake flavored Kit Kat. And I hadn't seen these before box-wise. I've seen big bags of Kit Kats from Japan, but not like these fancy boxes. Let's get into a box and see what it looks like in here. I'm gonna guess this is how we open it, as I attempt to not completely mangle this. Oh, here we go. Inside our fancy box, we've got 10 mini packs of Kit Kat with a bit of a story in here. Closes up nicely. I like these boxes. These are fancy. It's got some sort of space. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. It's got a fun little space here. I wonder if you're supposed to, you know, write notes on there, put someone's name on it perhaps. You can do what you want. Oh. They are white. I guess I was expecting chocolate out of this, but it's cheesecake. Why would I think that? Oh, this has a bit of a fruitiness to it, the strawberry. I want to say there's a little bit of a tanginess to it, which I'm going to guess is cheesecake. That may just be in my head. I don't know. But I'm definitely getting that strawberry sort of sense about it. Let's break into this. As white chocolate goes, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't hate it. This is good. Good white chocolate. It's got a density and creaminess that I would definitely say of like American white chocolate we don't have. White chocolate here is just sugar and fat. I'm getting that strawberry sense about it. I'm not really getting a cheesecake sort of flavor. It said that like that tanginess of cheesecake. But again, that density of the chocolate, it's almost like a cheesecake would be. And your standard like wafer in here, trying to not melt this in my hand. Standard wafer in here, which would be kind of like the crust on a cheesecake. So, starting right out, I'll save that for later. Starting right out here, the strawberry cheesecake flavor. Is this any good? Yeah. In a way, I'm a little surprised because I don't usually like a fake strawberry, but this works. All together as a combined unit, this works. These are good. Yeah. All right. Next up, something different. We've got the Ito Kyuman Uji Hojicha, which I hope I didn't completely mangle when I pronounced it, flavor Kit Kat. I looked this up, and it's a matcha, roasted matcha kind of flavor. I've had matcha Kit Kat before, which was very matcha. That sort of grassiness of a matcha green tea. Roasted, however, I've never had in any sort of form. So I'm already interested because it's something definitely different. Now they're just, you know, fun pack. Again, I like these boxes. These are cool. A little tan color on here. Little cups of matcha tea. Though it's brownish, which is interesting. I guess that's part of the roasting process. roasting matcha. I'll have to look that up. They've got sort of a, I don't know if the lighting will pick this up. Sort of a grayish green kind of color to them, like matcha, but I'm guessing that roastedness looking about it. It looks like the packaging. Smells very matcha. Again, that fresh grassness that matcha tea has. Looks like your steam standard wafer cookie in there. I'm guessing that's a Kit Kat thing, right? It's very matcha, but there's an extra layer in there, a complexity. It doesn't just seem like matcha, your standard just matcha green tea, which I've had good matcha, I think, once, according to someone who I know who is very into matcha, versus stuff I've typically had, which apparently is trash. I don't know. I'm no expert on matcha. But this tastes like there's something extra going on. I'm going to guess that's that roasted sort of sense about it. It's not quite smoky, but it's got a denser flavor to it. Not bright fresh cut grass, more like deep forest grass, if that's a thing. I don't know if it's a thing. We're going to make it a thing right now. So, are these any good? The Ito Kyoman Uji Hojicha roasted matcha green tea Kit Kat? Yeah, these are really good. I had the matcha Kit Kat before and they were pretty good, but this is definitely different. In fact, I wish I would have had a matcha one to sort of compare side by side. But this seems a little more complex. This seems a little more interesting. Yeah, 2 for 2. Let's go for 3. Our third entry here today is the Hokkaido Azuki and Strawberry. I feel I've had Azuki bean stuff before. Kind of a soft red bean, slightly sweet. I may be thinking of something else, but I'm fairly certain I've had Azuki beans. I think I've had Azuki beans in the bottom of shave ice of all things. I don't know. I feel like that's correct. Looks-wise, fun, cute, pink packaging there. Let's take a look at our Kit Kat inside, if I can hang on to the package. Now, I like these sizes too. This is just the right size because it's got typically a good amount of sweetness in there, but you don't need a whole brick. Just a little thing, just a little treat. These are pink compared to our, if you'll recall, the white of the strawberry cheesecake ones. So we got a pinkness here, a strawberry pink color. This seems very strawberry. And something kind of earthy too, which I'm going to guess is that Azuki bean. Well, that's a little different. It starts out kind of strawberry, definitely getting that strawberry smell, with that little bit of something extra. As you chew it, you get that sort of earthiness of the bean, the Azuki bean, wrapped in that strawberry. It's an odd balance. It's not quite sweet and savory or sweet and salty. It's sweet and earthy, which isn't terrible, but it is a little different, a little odd. But it's not bad. It's just different from what I was expecting, and I kind of like that. It's cool to try something a little bit different. So are these any good? The Hokkaido Azuki and Strawberry Kit Kat? Yeah. Yeah. For something just a little bit different, this is a good way to go. If you like strawberry, but you want not just strawberry, give this one a whirl. And our last stop today here on this Japanese Kit Kat tour is the one I was most looking forward to of the 4 we're doing. We've got today the Tamaruya wasabi flavor Kit Kat. That's right, wasabi. Horseradish, spicy, earthy, very aromatic, very pungent, very get you in the back of the throat, the nasal cavity. Wasabi, but in a Kit Kat. We've got a nice dark green packaging on here, which it seems like the packaging is the color of the candy. So any indicator, let's see how green already we're going to get into. And I'll be honest, I'm hoping for spicy. I've had some spicy chocolate before. We'll say it's, a ghost pepper or habanero, something or the other. Never a wasabi. Let's see. Ooh, this is almost more of like a glow-in-the-dark color. Look at that. Yeah, that's sort of glow-in-the-dark green. I like it. Smell-wise, just smells like white chocolate. I'm not getting any wasabi in there. It's subtle. So subtle, in fact, unlike these other ones. Let's take the other one in here. Let's roll it around a little. It's not spicy. It's not hitting you the way a wasabi typically would hit you. At this point, like if I had, a mouthful of it, horseradish, that same sort of like blows out your sinuses kind of heat. I'm not getting that. But there is, as you crunch into that wafer, and I don't know if it's in the wafer itself, if it's just embedded in the chocolate and I don't catch that initial release, but as you kind of chew on it and it's in there, you get a little hit of that sort of pungent, earthy, slightly aromatic wasabi in there. It's not spicy though. I'll say that. That is one thing I will say is missing. You're getting that sense of wasabi, but not necessarily that effect. In fact, this, of the four, even though I'm sure it's all the same, count-wise, ingredients-wise, whatever, this came across as, surprisingly, the sweetest of the four. So, lastly here, the Tamaruya wasabi flavor Kit Kat. Is it any good? I'm a little sad to say that. Maybe I set that bar too high, that expectation, I don't know. But I was hoping for a bit more spicy. It's an interesting flavor. It's not bad. Be very clear there. Not a bad product. None of these. In fact, those first three, those are definitely good. This one's all right. But for me at least, going into it with wasabi, I want to feel the burn. I mean, you've seen it here. We do the hot stuff. We like to do the hot sauces, the spicy. I was hoping that would carry through. But it was still an excellent journey around Japan with Kit Kat. But that's going to do it here for me. Hey, thanks for hanging. Thanks for coming. Thanks again, Leslie, for making this happen. And I'm going to see all of you folks here next time.